Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Antonio Brown is making moves. He's trying to make himself available, and it's specifically for the Seattle Seahawks. There's videos out there of him working with Russell Wilson, running these routes. He's motioning to the right side of the field. He's running post corners. He's running the routes that they ask receivers in Seattle to run. So what does this mean? Russell Wilson, this is what it means to me. It means that Russell Wilson thinks that he can not control this guy because you're a grown-ass man. All right? You can't control grown-ass men, but you can kind of help him, push him in the right direction. This lets me know that Russell Wilson thinks that, hey, I can push this guy in the right direction at least long enough for us to make a run at this thing. Russell Wilson has had a taste of the Super Bowl. He's been to the Super Bowl twice, 2 years back-to-back. He's won one. It's been a while since he's been back. Russell Wilson is like, look, I'm trying to win ball games, baby. I need superstars. I need guys around me. And what does Antonio bring to the table? This is what he brings to the table. 4 to 5 years in a row, he's had over 100 catches, over 1,200 yards. This is what he does. He catches the football. He's a downfield threat. He can catch the screen. He can make something out of nothing. There's no denying what this guy does when the football is in his hands or when he is running routes. This dude is one of the best receivers of all time. No denying that. It's the off-the-field stuff. All right, the way he treats women, the way he deals with law enforcement. Like, there's a lot of things around this guy that makes him unattractive. But the thing about the NFL is, look, if you can ball, if you can provide a service that someone else can't provide, then they're most likely going to take a chance on you. All right, and people want to take a chance on Josh Gordon, the guy who has struggled with PEDs and substance abuse, and that's fine. My thing with AB is like, look, if the Hawks take a chance on you, you have to take the minimum. You have to take the minimum. You can't come in asking for $8 to $10 million. No, sir. No, sir. You had your chance with the Oakland Raiders. You had your chance with the New England Patriots, and you messed that up. And that's okay. You messed it up. That's okay. What are you going to do from here? Now, there's an article out. I was quoted on 710 ESPN Seattle, and I said, look, I don't think he's worth the risk. I don't think he is. When you have a Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, Philip Dorsett, David Moore, John Ursua, there are guys who were able to get this thing done. If this was an offense where you spread it out and you toss the ball 40 to 50 times a game, then I would say AB is a necessity. Right now, he would be a luxury. But if Russell Wilson thinks he can push him in the right direction, then you have to entertain this. You have to have a conversation. I guarantee you John Schneider and Pete Carroll have texted or talked to Russell Wilson like, look, man, what do you think? What do you think? At this point in Russell Wilson's career, they're talking to this guy. He's the franchise. He's the face of this organization. They are talking to him. They're getting a vibe for him. They're trying to fill him out. But at the end of the day, they're also talking to Raiders staff. They're talking to New England staff. They're talking to the Steelers staff. You have to do background checks when it comes to guys. Because are you going to be able to trust him Monday through Saturday? After all the practice is done, when you played your game on a Sunday, they give you Monday off. You come back on a Tuesday. You get to work on a Wednesday. What is he doing in between all that time? That's the thing that concerns me. Can AB prove that, look, I'm responsible, I can get things done? Most definitely. I think he can. I think he can. But all I have is what he's done as of late. And what he's done as of late is cause drama. And if you look at this Seattle Seahawks organization, there's no drama here. It's kumbaya. They're holding hands around a campfire. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. And from what I've seen of Antonio Brown, I don't know if he can do that. Now, he's associated himself with Deion Sanders, who's vouching for him. He's associated himself with Russell Wilson, who seems like he's pushing for him to be a part of this team. So he's got some good guys in his corner. Now he just has to prove it. What I do like about Antonio Brown, he has not been active on social media. That is what has gotten him in trouble. He could have gone through all the nonsense that he went through, and if not have posted it, and America, the public would have been like, look, all right, you know, we'll give him a second chance or a third chance. But once you start posting stuff and it becomes real to people and they can put themselves in your situation and say, look, I wouldn't have handled it that way, that's where it gets tricky. No denying Antonio Brown's talent, man. Goodness gracious. He's my size, and he is a baller. And I'm always a fan of guys who are shorter than 6 feet getting it done. So I support Antonio Brown. Would I take a chance on him right now with the Seahawks? No, I wouldn't, unless he came with a minimum, with the league minimum for his year. All right, what he's done in the league. If he came with the league minimum, then I would take a chance. Put incentives out there. I would wait for Josh Gordon. And people are going to say, oh, Josh Gordon, you can't trust him. No, you can't trust him. But you can't trust him as far as him making a lot of the right decisions off the field when it comes to substance and all that stuff. I get it. But he's not hurting anybody. He's not putting other people in compromising situations. So I'll deal with a guy that's going that route. He's rehabilitating. He's trying to make sure that he's good to go. He's had 8, 9, 10 chances. I get it. I understand it. If you don't want to take that chance, I get it. I don't want to take the chance on AB. But the one thing that the 12s in the Northwest have in common is if Josh Gordon or Antonio Brown were to lace him up and put on the jersey for the Seahawks, they are going to root for him 100%. You got to get these people to trust you. You got to get these people to love you. There's no denying your talent. There's no denying what you do. But you got to be responsible. Next topic.